Presenting today's lesson, Brainy Mania.
Welcome to Brainy Mania. I am your host, Lorraine Brain. Today we have two contestants battling to see who is brainier. Let's give a round of applause for our first contestant, I'm a Smart. Let's also welcome her challenger, contestant number 2, I be Clueless. Are we ready to get started with the first question? All right, here we go. Question number 1. The brain is part of which system in the body? IB.
The sprinkler system.
No, I'm sorry. That's not the correct answer. I'm a Smart. Would you like to try?
Oh, yes, I know the answer. That it's the nervous system.
That is right. It is the nervous system. The score is 1-0. We're ready for question number 2. What does the skull protect? IB.
A peanut.
That was a good guess, but I'm sorry, that is not the right answer. I'm a Smart. It's now your chance.
Lorraine Brain, I know the answer. The skull protects the brain.
That's right. Now we're ready for question number 3. What are the messengers that carry information from the brain throughout your entire body? IB.
Miss Lorraine, I think it's the mail carriers.
IB, I guess it's just not your day because that's not the answer. I'm a Smart. Do you think you have the correct answer?
Of course, it's your nerves. And sometimes people do get on my nerves.
Amazing! That is right. It is the nerves. Well, it looks like we're about out of time today, but we do have a winner. I'm a Smart. You have just won a brand new brain hat and model of the brain. Congratulations. And you're most welcome. And IB. You also get a gift today. You will be receiving the book, The Brain, Everything I Should Have Known. All right, but there's more. There's much, much more. Both of you have won an all-expense-paid trip with me, Lorraine Brain, to the Brain Institute. How does that sound?
Right.
Yes, it will be wonderful, audience. Thanks for joining us. Stay right where you are because we want you to visit the Brain Institute along with us. See you there. Bye-bye.
Well, I've been working on my brain. Oh, I've got something in my pocket. It's a walnut. It has a very hard shell on the outside. It must be protecting what's on the inside. Think for a moment. See if you can think of something that is similar to this walnut. Think really hard. What helps you think? That's right, it's your brain. The brain is protected by a hard, bony helmet called the skull.
Wow, IB has really been exercising her brain. Now let's see what I'm a Smart is up to. I'm a Smart is teaching. Let's listen closely.
Today, you will learn about how messages travel to your thinking machine called the brain. The brain has many helpers that work together to create the nervous system. A system is a group of objects working together to make a whole. Your body has many different systems, such as the circulatory system, the respiratory system, the digestive system, and the skeletal system. Today, you will learn about the nervous system. Your nervous system has a control center. It is the brain. The nervous system is the master because it directs all of the other systems. You might call it the leader. The nervous system controls the other systems by sending and receiving messages. It helps you observe and respond to everything around you. There are three basic parts of the nervous system: the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves. The first part is the brain. It weighs 3 pounds. Touch the side of your head with your finger. Close your eyes and put your imagination to work. Only 1 inch from your fingertip lies a 3-pound, signal-sending, pinkish gray, slimy, wobbly, memory-keeping, wrinkled-up brain, floating in a shock-proof fluid protected by a hard, bony, helmet-like skull. Open your eyes. The brain is your body's control center. The second part is the spinal cord. It is about as big around as your little finger. The spinal cord is inside your vertebrae. Feel your vertebrae bones by rubbing your back. The spinal cord is approximately 18 inches long. The third part is the nerves. Nerves look like chains linked together, running through the body. Nerves can be as big around as a pencil or as tiny around as a strand of thread. 31 pairs of nerves branch from the spinal cord, connecting it to every part of the body.
You learn about the world around you by using your 5 senses. Your sense organs have nerves inside of them that send your brain messages. You hear, see, smell, taste, and touch with the help of your nerves. Your sensory nerves carry messages to your brain. Say sensory nerves. Sensory nerves. The words senses and sensory sound similar. Sensory nerves are one type of messenger. When the brain gets a sensory nerve message, it decides what the body should do. Get ready to experience sensory nerves with I.B. Clueless. I think she may have a clue about this.
Look at this. Your eyes sent a message along the sensory nerves to your brain that said, I see a barn, cow, and pig. Listen to this. What do you hear? Your ears sent a message to your brain along the sensory nerves that said, I hear a siren. If you put this in your mouth, what would you taste? The taste buds on your tongue would send a message along sensory nerves to your brain that said, I taste sweet candy. If this old tennis shoe was held under your nose, what would you smell? The sensory nerves in your nose would send a message to your brain that said, P.U., that smells stinky. What do you think I'm touching? The sensory nerves in my fingertips sent a message to my brain that said, I touched a soft, spongy ball. How long does it take for a message to travel along a sensory nerve? It happens just like that. I'm really getting into this. I wonder if Ima Smart is learning anything. I think I'll look in on her.
A second type of nerve is a motor nerve. A motor nerve works when the brain receives a message and tells the body to do something. Say motor nerves. Motor nerves. Your motor nerves act as your body's engine. They help you move. What are you doing?
Watching your motor nerves work.
Honestly, IB, my brain sent a message that told me to jump out of the way. The message traveled on the motor nerves and said, move. How long did that message take to travel from my brain to my body and make it move?
It happened just like that.
Sensory and motor nerves are all over your body. These lines running through the body are sensory and motor nerves. They are buddies. Let's see how sensory and motor nerves work together. What if you were walking through the yard and you saw a snake? Well, your sensory nerves would send a message telling your brain you see a snake. And your brain would send a message along your motor nerves telling you to move. How quickly did those messages travel, class? That's right, just like that.
It wasn't even a real snake,
Finally, let's focus on the brain itself. Look at this plastic brain model. The brain is made of many nerve cells. In fact, you have over 10 billion nerve cells computing information in your brain. Connecting those 10 billion nerve cells are over 10 trillion connections. The brain is computing all the time. The brain has 3 main parts. Each part has its own special job. The cerebral cortex is located at the front of your brain. Say cerebral cortex. Cerebral cortex. It controls thinking, planning, learning, and your 5 senses. Your cerebral cortex helps you plan your day. It helps you prepare for spelling tests. It even tells you when your pencil lead is dull and needs sharpening. It is the largest part of your brain. The color is grayish pink. Scientists have found that very smart people have more wrinkles in their brains than people who are not as smart. If we took out all the wrinkles and bends of the cerebral cortex, it could cover the top of a large desk. The next portion of the brain, under the cerebral cortex, is called the cerebellum. Say cerebellum. Cerebellum. The cerebellum controls muscle movements. It helps you keep your balance and coordinates your moves. Notice the portion below the cerebellum. This is called the brainstem. Say brainstem. Brainstem. The brainstem directs the body's automatic functions, such as breathing, heart rate. The brainstem functions automatically. You don't have to think about it or tell it what to do. It even causes you to sweat. You don't control it. Where your brainstem ends, your spinal cord begins. I brought human brain tissue for you to see today. Sometimes when people die, they donate their body organs to hospitals or medical schools so others can learn from them. This healthy brain tissue is kept in chemicals to save its appearance. If you don't want to look at the brain, that's okay. Please put your head down on your desk now. This is a human brain. This is the cross-section of a human brain. This is the cerebral cortex. It controls thinking, planning, learning, and your 5 senses. This is the cerebellum. It controls muscle movements, balance, and coordination. This is the brainstem. It controls the body's automatic functions, such as breathing and heart rate. The front of the brain is much larger than the other 2 sections. The brain is normally pinkish gray in color. You can raise your heads now.
This has been a great experience at the Brain Institute. We learned that your brain and its helpers are computing all the time. However, your brain computes with power above and beyond any machine that has ever been built. From all that we've learned, I know IB Clueless is going to be an awesome challenger at the next Brainy Mania game.
I'm ready for the next competition. I'll get the answers right next time. Remember, much information comes into your brain and a lot of information goes out. Exercise your brain by learning, just like me.
And like me.
What can you do to make your brain cells grow? Exercise your brain by learning new things such as how to play a musical instrument, working on puzzles, or learning a new language. I'm thinking of a phrase. Think healthy. Healthy? Healthy. Be smart. Do your part.
Health to you.